Ladies and gentlemen, as several families in Kenya are struggling to at least get 2 meals a day, here is Oscar Sudi visiting people of his constituency with goodies worth millions of Kenyan shillings. Well, here's the tape. Ladies and gentlemen, after watching this tape, I asked myself, where does a two-term serving MP get all this money? Because doing my calculations with all these goodies that Oscar Sudi just gifted the people of his constituency, lamenting or complaining that these ones were empowerment staffs, I asked myself, where does Oscar Sudi get all this funding from? Because truth be said is that after doing my maths, I found that all these things worth from 50 million to 100 million Kenyan shillings. Ladies and gentlemen, an MP whose basic salary ranges from 1.2 million to 1.5 million. Where does this guy get all this funding from? Well, this video is what we are going to measure our today political analysis from and get to understand where all these politicians get their funding from. Speaking of Salasium, who we have recently seen campaigning with big cars all over surrounding at a one-time serving MP with a salary of, I don't know how to explain it, moving around Kenya with campaigning with big machines. Ladies and gentlemen, in this video, I just want to tell you where does all these people and who might be probably sponsoring all these initiatives they call empowerment. But before I deep dive into this video, don't forget to like this video, comment, and most importantly, just subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if by any chance you are watching this video from a different platform, kindly head over to YouTube and search for Creative Salas TV. If politics, war, and documentaries is what you are passionate about, ladies and gentlemen, who is sponsoring these politicians with these luxury cars, big machines, fueling this car, and just imagine giving all these donations in these churches, and where does this money come from? Despite several Kenyans in several occasions lament that they are passing through tough time, because truth be said is that several people in Kenya need help. They are broke like I don't know what. But where does government have the audacity to get all this money and what they call empowerment, knowing very well that 2027 is nearing? Ladies and gentlemen, who is sponsoring all these people? Well, this man, William Samoei Ruto, is the guy who is behind all this initiative and what they call empowerment programs. Well, being that right now popularity of President William Samoei Ruto is just being compared to that of David Maura in 2022 general election, truth be said is that William Samoei Ruto is doing anything possible to make sure that in 2027 he will go for his second term, hata kama itabidi kuwawekea oppressive finance bill, because truth be said is that in coming 2025-2026 finance bill, ile taxes ziko hapo, bro, we are cooked. And if by any chance we will not act immediately as Kenyans, what we did to the previous finance bill is what should be done to this other one, because it will be oppressive. Well, here is Kenyan half-term serving Deputy President Kithure Kindiki in Mount Kenya, giving them some goodies in terms of cash, doing what they call right now empowerment. Because right now, understand it well, because right now in several churches, president and politicians are not allowed to give what they call handout because Gen Z there kama wametoa hiyo pesa watu wanatoka. It has been witnessed because here's the tape. Well, ladies and gentlemen, these are Kenyans money. The taxes that President William Samoei Ruto has continuously imposed with several scams of affordable housing, several projects that this guy, several dark deals that President William Samoei Ruto has been siding. You recently saw President William Samoei Ruto and the government wanasema aje they want to sell all their shares that they have in Safaricom. Who has ever done that? Who can do that? Safaricom being that they have been in these countries for more than 18 years, man, and the government right now, in 3 years, want to sell all those parastatals. JKIA, jamaa anataka kuilease to Adani. The NHIF alibadilisha ikakuwa SHA. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know the person who is bringing and crippling this economy of Kenya to benefit himself, then is none other than President William Samoei Ruto and his government. Bana, the money that these people are getting, they are misusing this money in several occasions. Because tell me, just imagine all those millions and MP. At you recently saw when the XO Timber Club of Oscar Sudi, several things were looted, and in 3 to 4 days, yani ilirudi kawaida. Where does these people get this money, ladies and gentlemen? Because getting to, do you know 1 million? How hard is it to get 1 million Kenyan shillings? And there was this survey that was just done showing that less than 500,000 Kenyan people have 500,000 in their bank account, ladies and gentlemen. I think that as Kenyans right now, hata kama tunakuwa empowered with these politicians, it's high time that we as Kenyans tunafaa kufungua macho, because akikuempower hapo next time aongeze taxes, you a person who is empowered, you will be the same person who will be lamenting that, you know what, these taxes is inatumiza, hii kitu inatumiza, president is not working, president anafaa kufanya hivi na hivi. You will be the person who will feel the taste of this harsh regime, ladies and gentlemen. I think that I'm lacking words to criticize on this act of these people flaunting and empowering people with several goodies. I know that I don't have money. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts on comment section. What do you think that this empowerment that President William Samoei Ruto's team is doing to several people in ground is legit, ama wanaifanya tu ili watu wapigie kura kama walifanya ili ya Wilbur? At last, I was your host Silas. Till next video, bye bye.